The awesome reality of lowly 8th grade graduates being transformed into fully competent video editing technicians has inspired us to hire them as TIIT studio staff. The studio generates income by filming and editing local weddings and documentaries.
Yes. I'm happy about it.
Yes.
And I'm happy about it, Baba.
What were your thoughts when your sons told you that they wanted to start a school?
I was very happy.
Okay.
Because that will give.
My name is Messenger Mongi from Subukia. I'm an 8th grade leaver. It was after my KCPE and there was no money to take me to secondary school. Now I was forced to stay idle at home. And after a year, I went for a tailoring course. Here I did not finish. I had to go back home. And I was very sad because I thought that my life would be ruined. But I was given a scholarship here in TIIT and I came and I started my course. After my first course, I was added another scholarship for video editing here. And I'm happy because after my second course, I was employed here in TIIT, and I'm proud of working on TIIT documentary. Also, after seeing my work, they gave my little sister a scholarship here.
Since you told me that you're from far away,
Yeah.
where do you stay in Elbagon?
We live with the hostelman here in Melbourne because there is no dormitory here in our school.
TIIT is not only limited to helping Elburgon residents. Students from various parts of Kenya have joined this pioneering institute. But due to a lack of dorms, we've depended on a kind host mother who takes in these 8th graders until they complete their course successfully.
Asiwe sana.
Aha.
Nejikaraga nao na mathomaga thukuru ya college tondu gutiari na dormitory ngirutira guikara nao nigetha makihote gugithoma na wandu acio ene cukuru ri ni aratakwa kuma o kiambiriria nginya ciana icio ire nini ona mahinda maria baba wao ariho twari o urata nao riu nie ngirutira ngiuga ni ngikara nao toria magikaraga na matroni thiini wa cukuru ngirutira njikare na ciana icio nigetha makigire na ugi.
Besides Kenya's 8th graders, the institute has opened its doors to the high school dropouts and graduates who find themselves in the same predicament as Kenya's marginalized 8th graders. We found them weeding the flower beds in order to beautify our compound.
But it was a sad thing to me because school fees was a problem. Then I was introduced to the school life. The school found where he told me to come to the school with nothing at all. So I didn't expect a lot I to learn from the institution. So far so good, I've learned a lot. I've done all the packages and I've been introduced to another class, web page design, where I've learned a lot. To communicate with people outside there using internet, sell things to people there, maybe get something from there, and so far, and so on. Sure.
Stephen Kariti. I come from neighboring Kasarani area. To speak the truth, Kasarani, it's a slum. It's not like a slum. It's a slum, you know. The houses are congested. The people who live there have lost their meaning in life. You know. After doing my Form 4, I went to those slums in Nairobi. The people found there, the peer pressure. I went to drugs. Somehow I went to drugs. Headed by a professor from Nairobi University. And he told me, you are a younger man, you can make it. But I told him, I can make it, but sir, I'm desperate. I don't have any work to do. After coming home, I talked to my mother. She had lost the hope on me. He have heard about my stories. Every time in crabs, drugs. I was gone and given a job by a young man attending a shop. At the shop, that's where I met one of our teachers.
What do you hope to accomplish after you're through here at TIIT?
Now, after knowing a computer, one thing, what I would like to know most is about its repair. Yeah, I would like to start repairing the computers.
Okay.
Yeah. Like some computer is in there.
Okay.
So they can watch me.
I wish you good luck.
I ask you, sir.
Word of TIIT's success began to raise interest in those curious to know how we were doing it.
Yaku woko ukiona no wambiririe undu ucio ukenda kwambiriria ri ni riciria gwakomire ukiona andu ani mathinire muno haca ugitwiciria muno tondu wambire gwiciria na andu akani
no ndoni hatire mundu ukunjitikia
aca
tondu ngai okaga na njira ciake riu ringi kiothe mami ngimwira atiriri ni ungijakira gacukuru ri no hote guteithia ciana agitikira riu no twanjiririe TIIT ngimita Tennessee Institute of Information Technology.
Okay.
Tondu ndathomeire Tennessee nikuo ndakuukiire information technology ri ni uhoro ucio wa computer ngiona computer no ri ene mwana wa IT thini wa mieri 6 nginya mwaka umwe ri agukorwo hana mundu wathire high school na mundu wathire college riu ikinya miaka 18 ri ni agukorwo ehotete na ni agukorwo na umiriru wa maundu make na confidence nyingi riu ndagucoka maramari-ini riu no gukuria kaundu na riu hau anja gukuria riu mwana wothe wa IT wa Kenya ngeje gukuria kaundu mathina ni mathira mici
umwe guka na ni njue Ngai ni guteithia no mwoke ikwaga umwe kaneri uringaru no ria ndari irio mbere mundu aronaga tari tuo
Tari mucetho
na kuheneka no twambirie kuona maciaro.
This positive response from the community inspired us to forge ahead and to make a documentary on what TIIT has so far achieved. Needless to say, we didn't have to search too far to find a qualified film crew. Our cameraman is proof that TIIT is dynamic enough to educate adults who've been out of school for more than 20 years and give them an employable skill.
It came to pass that when I was still working as their storekeeper, they gave me scholarship for video shooting studies. I did it, and by now I am their video shooter. And I am grateful because I didn't think I could be, I could take any course.
Before we started filming, which would take several weeks and cover hundreds of miles, we received a firm boost from a generous petrol station manager of Total Kenya, who, after understanding and appreciating TIIT, volunteered to sponsor us with a full tank of gas from his own pocket. Assured that we wouldn't spend a night in the bush for lack of fuel, we set out to visit the homes of several TIIT graduates in order to see how they were progressing. Naturally, in the courteous African tradition, we opted not to travel empty-handed, so we filled our trunk with goodies from our farm as a token of appreciation towards our students' families. Our first stop was the home of the first paying TIIT parent, whose generous deeds to all naturally designate her as TIIT's community representative.
Na nä tondå wa å gä å cio mwahetwo kuma kå rä a na Ngai agä tå ma å gä å cio wä kare thä inä wanyu tå kä ambä rä ria kuona ciana citå ingä gunä ka atä tå kä aria rä niä ngä ona mwana wakwa haha gathomo gaka thomete nginya form 4 na nä athomagä ra management na rä gå ndå å cio ndarä kirie rä rä a twarorire ndarä kä tie rä 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 a twambagä rä ria mwana akwa agä tuä ka wa mbere nä getha akorwo kå rä a koguo nä tå rera Ngai nä wega rä u nä å ndå å cio hä ndä ä a tå raria maå ndå macio ona thirikari itå ingä kwä rä ria nä gå kena gä kena ona andå angä mangä å ka kuona atä tå nganä te andå twä na meciria ta macio no maigue wega magä twä kä ra hinya thä inä wa å horo å rä a tondå ti ithuä enyewe tå renda kwä nguna no nä tå renda kå guna ciana citå å yå wa IT na å yå wa form 4 na å rä a å ikarä te å guo andå acio tå magune nä getha magunä ke naguo bå rå ri witå no å kå gä a na ngumo njega.
Our kind mom further supported our documentary by donating money for purchasing blank tapes needed for filming.
Thank you. Thank you, Mom. God bless you.
We then stopped by to check on a TIIT student who, while still pursuing a web design certificate, has become a confident kindergarten teacher. A breakthrough for an 8th grade leaver in Kenya.
My name is Sarah Ujiro. I stay in El Bacon. I learned at Socorro Primary School. I reached standard 8. My marks was better, but I didn't afford to go to secondary school because of money. I got a free scholarship at TIT, and from there I gained confidence to become a nursery school teacher, and I hope God will help me and gain more and better in the future.
Hopefully, in 8 years from now, we hope these kids will find an expanded TIIT ready to take them all in and make them productive citizens. In some cases, while visiting our graduates, we found idle 8th graders at home whom we gladly recruited to join us.
Tondå rä u må ndå å rä a wamũteithia ndå wa må inå rä u akagä na å hoti wa gå ikarania na ciana rä u icio ingä nä kä rä o cia kå rä
na rä u ngokä ra hau
nawe rä u wokä ra manora rä u å manora rä u nawe å gä wa å rä a
Ukienda nyumbani unaweza kupata wanatafutia mtu kazi na unaweza kusaidia wazazi wako kama hawana uwezo. Kama huyu wa standard 8 ameingia huko TIIT na amesoma hata vizuri, anasikiliza mwalimu,
ndio
anaweza improve kuliko yule wa secondary.